Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches tengan todos y sean bienvenidos a una nueva entrevista aquí en el canal de YouTube de Cuero y Metal en Córdoba. No dejen de suscribirse para estar al tanto de todo nuestro contenido. En el día de hoy tenemos el placer de conversar con el gran Andrea Ferro de LACUNA COIL. Andrea, how are you? Welcome to Cuero y Metal Radio Show.
I'm really good. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. And yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about. So let's get it started.
Bien. Bueno, para comenzar me gustaría felicitarte por Sleepless Empire, este álbum que verá la luz para San Valentín, el 14 de febrero vía Century Media Records. Tuvimos la oportunidad de escuchar el disco por completo y debemos decirle a sus fanáticos que les espera una gran obra de Lacuna Coil. ¿Cómo te sentís en estos momentos previos a la publicación de este nuevo disco?
We're very excited because obviously we have the song for a long time now because we recorded and mixed and then master. So we can't wait for everybody else to hear it. And it's an exciting time, you know. It's been a while since we released a complete new album. So we're really excited about it, and we can't wait for people to hear it. And yeah, we were very, very proud of the job we've done with the album. I think it's something in the way of our latest things, but also it takes a little bit of a darker direction in certain things. So I think I'm really proud of the record. We like it a lot.
Bien, de las 11 canciones que incluye el nuevo álbum, ya han presentado 5 singles en sociedad que brindan un poco de este adelanto del sonido del cual estás hablando en esta nueva obra. ¿Qué tiene Sleepless Empire a diferencia de obras anteriores de la Cuna Coil?
I think it's obviously we do have our style that has been established in the years, so you can recognize the style of the band. But I think it has quite a variety of songs. Like some stuff it's really heavy, some stuff is a bit more dark, some stuff is a little lighter, more like "I Wish You Were Dead," for example, is more of a catchy song in a way. So I think it's a progression from Black Anima, but also it incorporates some of the darker elements of the Comalize XX when we redone Comalize. So yeah, I think working on that record kind of brought us back a little bit of the dark roots of Lacuna Coil. So it's a mix of those two work, I think. Yeah, I think that's the most different thing is that it's kind of heavy like Black Anima, but it's also more dark like Comalize XS, XX.
Andy, escuchando este disco me encuentro con una obra claramente mucho más agresiva y heavy que lo que venían publicando últimamente con el grupo. ¿A qué se debe este endurecimiento en torno al sonido de la banda para este nuevo disco?
I think in general we've started to become more heavy with Delirium. It's the first record where we took a heavier direction. Maybe because we changed a little bit the lineup of the band,
Ujú.
and we had a little different musician that had different style, obviously, than the previous one, and so we could push on different things, different like the double bass or some other stuff. And just Marco, the bass player, which is the main songwriter for Lacuna Coil, he just felt he was going that way with the inspiration. You know, what he was listening to, it was just going in a little bit more extreme way. And so we just follow the inspiration. You know, it's that we decide, okay, now we're gonna go heavy. You know, it's just the way music was going, the way we were listening to other bands, it was going in that direction. And I think also music in general has been going more in that direction, especially rock music. Most of the new bands, they're all going heavy in a way, you know, either with the vocals or with the music. There's a lot of heavy stuff out there. So I think it's just a vibe of the music that we followed.
Ash Costello y Randy de Lamb of God son los dos invitados de lujo para este nuevo disco. Sabemos que con Randy mantienen una amistad desde hace años, pero ¿cómo surgió pensar en Ash para In the Meantime? ¿Y qué otros nombres se barajaron para esta grabación?
Yeah, there's been many names, many friends, or not only friends, or people we consider, but we didn't want to put too many. guests on the vocals on the record because we already have 2 singers. So to put more singers, it becomes like a lot of singers. So we try to keep it, especially because we haven't done it so much in the past.
Ujú.
So we've decided to go slow and do maybe a couple for this record. Maybe in the future we'll do the other ones we have in mind, but we didn't have time to develop, or they were busy doing something else, or so we just say, okay, we don't have to do it all together in one, but we can split it in different songs. And yeah, as you say, Randy is a long time friend. We know him since Fest 2004, and we've toured several times together. So he is just part of the family. And he was one of the first name we thought about. It was Randy because he's such a friend and such a fan of our music as well, and we are a fan of Lamb of God as well. And Ash, we wanted to have another female voice, but for that specific song, in the meantime, we needed a voice that was more dirty, more rough, raspy, not clean, not operatic.
Ujú.
Because we also have friends that we could have asked, like Simone from Epica, for example, but she has a very, very distinctive operatic voice. So we needed somebody which was more similar to Christina in a way, but also even rougher. And so we thought about Ash because she's on the same label as us, and we always say, oh, we should do something together one day or another. So we tried, we asked her, we sent her the parts, and she came back with some very nice arrangement. Also, maybe a little bit more, some little arrangement that are more American, that maybe we wouldn't think about it because we maybe have an ear that it's a bit more European. And
Ujú.
so she added something different to the song, and we really like the result. And then also we toured together after that, and we played the song together. So it went out really well.
Bien. Andy, en tiempos de tanta complejidad a nivel tecnología, donde la inteligencia artificial se está encargando de la mayoría de los arte de tapas de diversas bandas, Lacuna Coil nos ofrece para este nuevo disco una simpleza admirable. ¿Qué podés contarnos respecto a la portada de este nuevo álbum y cómo fue trabajar con Roberto Toderico?
Yeah, we wanted to have somebody that actually draw all the parts, we want one design for every song. So we asked him. It was a big chunk of work for him. It was a lot of work, and it took a long time because we were exchanging messages every night. Okay, I like it. I wanted it this way. Go this way. Go that way. So it was a real big job, but we're really satisfied with the result. I think the artwork is really good. And Roberto is a metal guy as well as a metal fan. He's a friend, and he has worked in the past for other metal bands like Arch Enemy or some others in the past. And we loved the way he draws. So he has 2 styles mostly, and we wanted the one that we call medieval style. It's not really medieval, maybe, but for us it's more close to that kind of old school design. And it was great working with him because he's like a musician. He's also a musician, so he understands what we wanted. He understands why we put a big attention on the product. And yeah, and we didn't want to use something like AI because there's no need for it. I'm not against technology. I think technology can be good if used in a good way. It can help you, and I'm sure it will be a good revolution. But also, you don't need it for everything. Certain things are great when are made by humans because they need to have a sentiment. They need to have a feeling that it's only a human being can have. And also sometimes when you create something, you make mistakes, and the mistakes is what makes it special. Because with the mistakes, maybe you find out, oh wow, it sounds great in this way, even if it's wrong, and so you pursue a different way because it's great. And so that I think that's something that at the moment the artificial intelligence cannot do. So there was no need for us to go artificial intelligence for the design. We love to use the designer with his own style.
Siendo una banda con más de 30 años de carrera, leí por ahí que le prestaban atención al trabajo de grupos como Sleep Token, Spirit Box o Bad Omens. ¿Qué tanta importancia le dan a los nuevos artistas, teniendo ustedes una amplia trayectoria ya dentro del género?
Yeah, it's very important for us to listen to new bands because what we have a lot of experience, so we can bring a lot of experience to the table. But these bands, they can bring the freshness, the fresh energy, the fresh approach that we can't have anymore because we've been around 25 or more years. So what they have is this unique, fresh approach that we can't have, in the same way that we had it different than the bands that were older than us, when we came out. So it's important to keep your ears fresh and listen also where the music is going nowadays, because obviously you can add something more personal, more experience, as we say, but they can definitely bring this freshness that we don't have spontaneously. So we need to listen and learn also from the younger bands. Plus, a lot of these bands, they've been on tour with us in the past, like Bad Omens. They opened our tour in North America in 1919, sorry, 2019. And Nothing More, they opened for us as well. Bring Me the Horizon, they opened for us as well. So those bands, we saw them grow and become a huge band, so it's great to see these guys working hard and getting their compensation. So it's always important for us to we still love everything old as well, everything that we have grown up to, Pantera, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, whatever, but Typo Negative, Paradise Lost, we still like that music as well. But on the other hand, I also want to listen to something new, something fresh. It's really exciting for me to still discover a new band that I can like, and it's harder because there's so many bands nowadays with the internet, with the Spotify or the streaming services. Every day you get hundreds and hundreds of new bands, and it's hard because very often they're maybe good, but they're not very interesting because they kind of sound like each other a little bit. But it's good to search, and if you search, you'll find the quality. I'm sure there will always be people that say that rock music is not alive anymore. It's just because they're too lazy to go and search for the new music, and everybody say that rap is the new music, but I love rap music, but rap is not a new music. Rap was there when I was a kid as well. When I was in school, there was like Run DMC and Beastie Boys and NWA and Public Enemy. So rap is not a new music. It's as old as metal. It's just that it wasn't mainstream before, and now it's mainstream. But I think music is good, and that's all that matters. And then you just need to find the right artist, and whatever style.
El miércoles 12 de marzo comienzan el tour latinoamericano en Argentina, donde se estarán presentando en el Teatro de Flores de la ciudad de Buenos Aires. ¿Cómo se siente volver a nuestro país y qué es lo que más te gusta de volver a la Argentina?
Argentina is always a special place for us. Like, I mean, to be fair, all South America, but Argentina especially, maybe because there's a big Italian connection, especially Brazil and Argentina has a lot of Italian connection, and so it's like we don't feel a big distance, with the people in Argentina. We have stuff in common for sure. And actually, part of my family lives in Argentina. I'm not close that much anymore because they were related to my grandparents. So it's a bit, we kind of, I mean, they're not alive anymore, obviously, but they're nephews and daughters. They're still alive, but we're not very close in touch anymore because I don't know exactly where they live. I know they were near Buenos Aires, but I'm not sure where. And so we feel a special connection, and it's great to start from South America since we haven't been in a little bit. We have only been last year in Brazil for the festival, for the Summer Breeze Festival, but we haven't been in the other countries for quite a long time now. So it's great to come back and to start the tour for the new record, embracing the people in South America after a long time. So we're very excited to be back.
Bien. ¿Qué podés adelantarnos del show que estarán brindando en el Teatro de Flores?
Obviously, there will be the new songs, obviously, because by the time we're going to be there, the album will be out. So there will be a certain number of the new songs. But we're also preparing some older stuff that we haven't played in quite a while. And so there's going to be a long set with a good mix of the famous songs as well, obviously, that we have to play, like Heaven's a Lie or Swan, or those songs, Our Truth. And then there's going to be some older surprises a little bit.
Bien, las infaltables.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we are working now on preparing everything for the tour. So we haven't decided the final set list, but we have a number of songs that we know we're gonna choose from.
Bien. Andy, para ir finalizando, me gustaría agradecerte por tu tiempo con Cuero y Metal y quisiera invitarte a que le dejes un mensaje a los fans argentinos que estarán disfrutando de esta entrevista a la espera del nuevo disco, por supuesto, y de la llegada de la banda aquí al Teatro de Flores en Buenos Aires.
Yeah, I mean, I hope everybody can come. I know Argentina is always such a great crowd, very loud, very enthusiastic at the show. So we can't wait to be there. Hopefully, you're gonna make it to the show, and we're gonna start this journey together for Sleepless Empire. So vamos a verlo muy pronto a todo the people in Argentina. Un beso. Vamos a verlo muy pronto.